this morning. I need to go get me some coffee and I need to go feed these puppies. Last night I made biscuits with supper and they did not turn out good, like in my opinion. I was gonna like film me making them because I had a really good solid biscuit recipe, but I didn't have enough flour, so like, I could not get them to do right. But then once I baked them, they actually turned out fine, which was weird. I just had to cook them a little bit longer. So once I get more flour, I'll make a video on that. So I have leftover biscuits and I have leftover bacon, long story. So I think I'm gonna, then we'll cook me an egg. I'll have a bacon egg on a biscuit. Done. I'm about to make my hot coffee. Since it's been getting a little bit cooler, this is what I've been liking. And since, I know I've talked about this like a million times, but I've noticed myself like liking hot coffee more during pregnancy than before. Like I used to always drink it iced, even if it was like 25 degrees outside, I was still drinking iced. But now I'm leaning more towards hot. I'm gonna make me and Joe one, but Joe's is gonna be iced. This is really, really simple. But I'll show y'all what I do. So I have this electric milk frother that basically just turns your cold milk into hot milk for your lattes. Super simple. And I fill it like, not super full. Probably like put a cup in here, honestly. I got this off Amazon too, so I'll link it below for y'all. I set it to like 160 in the hot setting. It'll also do like cold foam, hot foam, like however you want to do it. It's really cool. I have my little espresso mug right here. I only drink the one shot Nespressos now that I'm pregnant, and this one is the Ristretto Intensa. You can have the double shot, but I just like am trying to cut down on caffeine the best that I can, and this will be my only caffeinated drink of the day. I just take my milk that I just frothed and poured it straight on top of my espresso. I am someone who likes it extremely sweet right now, so you know, maybe not do this step if you don't like sweet coffee. But I'm going to take my heavy whipping cream, add like a tablespoon or two. I'm just going to make like hot foam basically with a different setting on here. But I'm going to add the Chobani white chocolate creamer. I love this stuff, but the top like makes such a mess. I added probably more than you would want to if you don't like sweet coffee. My foam is done now, and I'm just going to put it to the top of this. With mine, I mean, obviously you don't have to do this, but I like to like mix it together. Here's breakfast for today. Bacon and egg on a biscuit, and then my coffee. Y'all, this is gonna sound dumb, but folding laundry and putting it away is my nemesis. I don't care about washing it, but like folding it is just not fun. So I folded up my laundry, which I'm really happy about. Just getting that out of the way. I'm sitting down to read my Bible. I have my Bible, the markers that I use, everything. These are like the Mr. Pen highlighters. You've probably heard of them. I have it all linked in my Amazon storefront if that's something y'all are interested in. I always get asked about where I got this Bible from, and it was a gift, but I found the same one on Amazon. I'm back at the barn and ready for the day. I have on a sweatshirt, but it is 66 degrees and getting warmer, so I'm probably going to end up taking it off. But today, I'm going to get out Lee, brush her out, and lunch her for a little bit because she's been a little bit sassy lately and I need to get that handled. I wanted to update y'all. I haven't really talked about this yet, but I am 20 weeks pregnant now. I'm feeling like, I don't feel like I look very different, but I feel like, you know, baby's getting much bigger now. And so I have made a decision to slow down riding for now because honestly my motivation just isn't there right now. I think it has to do with not going to barrel races. Like, obviously, I used to go to barrel races every single weekend before I got pregnant. I was riding all the time, at least 1 to 2 horses a day with going to vet school and everything. It was a lot, but it motivated me because I had the weekend to look forward to and the barrel race to go to. But now that I am not going to barrel races, it's more like my motivation is just not there. I feel like I'm completely like capable of doing it physically. I'm just like, want to take that risk when I'm not even really like in the mood to ride right now. And y'all might be wondering about school. I am going to school today, but I don't have to go until 1. I'm leaving here around like 11:45 or so, and I just had like a few errands this morning and things I wanted to do and enjoy. I'll go ahead and walk y'all out there so that you can be in a good position, and I'm taking my lunge line and my whip with me. This field has recently been cut, thankfully, because it was very, very tall. I couldn't even walk horses out here. Sometimes Lee can get really sassy on a lunge line, so this is good for her. Lunged Lee for probably 30 or so minutes. I actually timed it. It was 30 minutes, 15 minutes going to the right, then 15 minutes going to the left. She did really good. I will say, I'm sure y'all saw it in the video, but sometimes when I lunge horses, which this was not a problem when I had a round pen, but I don't have a round pen now or I would be using it. I feel like sometimes they like, when you go from one direction to the other direction, they kind of get like confused a little bit. So she was a little confused, and I was trying to kind of be a little more forceful because she did it a few times. So I wanted to kind of make sure she understood what I wanted her to do. I'm gonna hose her off now. She's tied to the trailer. She's not like super sweaty. It's not super hot out here yet, but she has some like dried salt on her back that I need to get rid of. I'm gonna hose her off just right here. Here's the baby bump also. Not much of one, but
100%. And sometimes if it's 2 weeks, we're trying to cater to everyone. Well, a break from reality, which I need on a weekly basis. Please read your review. 7 years. Like, you know, I know. Like, we tried.
I went ahead and filled up everybody's waters outside, and I'm gonna let them out now. Tractor Supply. I need to get some pellets and some shaving for Lee's stall since I flooded hers the other day, and it just hasn't been the same since then. I'm gonna try to like buff it up a little bit. Everybody else's stall is good though from the last time I did it, but unfortunately with Lee's I did flood it, and I need to get some fly spray. I am headed to Tractor Supply. I have AC. Sometimes you have to like hit the snot out of the bottom of the floor over in the passenger side to get AC. I have gas too. That's good. I'm taking my truck because I just don't want to load everything up in my car. Although there's not going to be that much stuff. I'm here. I'm going to head in and get what I need real quick. Just got done with Tractor Supply. I actually got 3 bags of shavings, which wasn't much at all. We'll show y'all when I get back. I got like the littlest jug of fly spray. I'm hoping it'll last until fly season's over, but we'll just have to see. Y'all, this is the fly spray I got. If you've used this, please let me know. I've used it before, but it has been years and I'm not sure if it works. So we're gonna try it out. And I'm hoping that this little bottle is gonna get me through like the rest of fly season. But honestly, I don't know. I'm about to head to school. I just changed my clothes because I felt dirty, and 2, I just did like a little 20-minute workout. I was gonna do longer, but it's time for me to leave. I'm just gonna get some food on the way there. I'm not really starving or anything, so I don't know what I'm gonna get, but today I'm wearing my hat. I got these shorts. They're the Free People ones that go up super high. They're honestly like the best pregnancy shorts. You can barely tell. But anyway, this is the Lulu Swiftie shirt. I just pulled into the parking lot or parking deck. I have 1 class and then a 2-hour lab, so I will be in there about 3 hours or so. I got Chick-fil-A on the way here and it was really good, but the fries were like weird. They tasted old. I guess they were, I don't know. But I'm gonna head in because it is 12:59 and my class starts at 1. I've got a few homework things to do, so I'm gonna sit down and get that done. I just hurried and scooped all my stalls. I'm gonna put the bedding and the shavings from this morning in Lee's stall. The reason I'm in a rush is because me and Joe and my parents are about to go meet at Longhorns, so I have like 10 minutes to do this or so. I'm gonna wait to put up the horses till I get back. Ray was just having a heyday in the shavings and beds, and it was so funny. That's literally pelletized bedding, Ray. Is it good? I think she's just really obsessed with shavings. I'm going ahead and finish the horses. It's a little bit later than normal. I like to usually do it before dark, but it took a while. The horses and putting them up. Go. Stall, baby. I know you see it. He is literally shaking. Like, let me down. Let me chase him. Oh, wait. Are you mad at me? I sure. Their waters look good. Actually, on me and Joe's way to Longhorns, we saw a potbelly pig on the side of the road. I will insert a picture here. I don't know whose it was. I don't know where it came from. Joe thought it was a wild pig to begin with, but I was like, that's a wild pig. Something's wrong with it. Because we drove by, we backed up, we drove back by. It didn't care. It didn't care at all. I'm going to go ahead and fix the horse's feed for the morning. My plan for the rest of the night is to go inside, finish a little bit of homework that I have. Probably will take me about an hour or so. Take a shower. I might take a shower first because I need to wash my hair and go to bed. It's only 8, so I have plenty of time. Tomorrow I have a little bit of a busier schedule. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. That's where you can catch up on like everything that's happening in real time in my life. I post stories basically every single day. Thank y'all so much for watching this week's video, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye!